Have you ever stared at a blank screen, aching and wondering how to start writing? Or have you ever been stumped on how to move forward with your picture book plot? In today's video, I'm going to show you some picture book writing hacks that will allow you to be able to break through that writer's block and write that picture book that is definitely going to get you in the door of a national publishing company. Hi, I'm Pam Calvert, and welcome to Picture Book University. Today I'm going to use some tried and true hacks that I've used throughout my career in picture books, and not only that, I've used them also with writing novels that have been agented. So let's get to it. My number one hack that I use to help me start my picture book idea is I use these writing pads. I'm going to show you a better image of it, but this has these little square boxes where I can put a visual that will stimulate a scene, and then I start writing just kind of an outline. I don't write it exactly, but I'll write just a little bit of the book. So I'll give you an example. So in Princess Peepers Picks a Pet, I had all these different ideas, and as I shared in the last video, and if you don't know about that video and you want to check it out, just go up here and I'll have that link for you. But I talk about how Princess Peepers Picks a Pet got revised, and I had these frogs in the original manuscript, and we took those out and put in a dragon instead. But in this right here, this is in the middle of it. So I've introduced it, it was all the same. And if you don't know about Princess Peepers Picks a Pet, go to your library, ask them to get it for you, and you can check this out. But in the middle of the story, and I was having trouble. See, I had the beginning, and I had kind of the middle, not quite, but I was trying to figure out that last bit, the climax part. And so I had to write this down, and I even put in this little, I just have her chatting here. But on the side, I just write quickly what is going on. And this is not perfect writing. In fact, it's terrible writing. I'm just writing my thoughts, and that's what you should do. Write down your thoughts. Don't worry about the words that you're writing down. All you're doing is getting out ideas and putting them down on the page. And you don't have to do it on a page like this. You can do it on anything. But on this helps to get it into picture form. So if it has something to do with pictures, then you can write it out on the side. I'm working on a new book right here, and as you can see, there's these funny little monstery alien guys, and so that stimulates. And look at all of the, crossing out. I'm just brainstorming, total brainstorm. That's what this is good for. It gets you to get your thoughts out on paper and make sure that you have enough visuals for a picture book. Another hack I like to use is use a little writing tablet that you could stick into your purse, or have it in your car if maybe you're having to be at the soccer game or whatever, and you have this idea, then you can just jot it down on a page here. Or I like to use my phone or my iPad. They have the little notes section. I use that all the time. If I have an inspiration at all, I'll jot it right in there, and then I can use that when I get home. Another thing I like to do is just have a brainstorming session. So a lot of times in picture books, we need puns, and if your story isn't lending itself to any kind of a pun, now, that's not to say not all picture books have puns in them, but editors love puns. That is a secret thing that I can share, is that if you have some puns in your story, editors are going to like it, because kids love play on words, and so do adults. They have to read it. So if it can be funny to them too, then you've got a win-win. Another thing that can help you get, those creative juices flowing is to write out scenes. Sometimes scenes will come to you. Maybe the beginning will come to you. Maybe the ending will come to you. Maybe you'll have the twist ending. Maybe you'll have this great, fantastic beginning. Maybe you have a lot of these different problem scenes and you haven't connected them together. But what's important is you write it down as soon as you get them. I've had many times where I have plotted out picture books in my head, but didn't take the time to come home and write down just the plot points. You don't have to have it all in this beautiful, eloquent wording yet. You just need the ideas. I would advise you to write them down ASAP because they're like dreams, and dreams dissipate quickly, and so do great picture book ideas and story plots. So as soon as you get them, you need to write them down. The thing I'll do just to get me in that writing zone is I'll read a little bit first. And I'm not saying that you should read a mentor text right before you write, because I wouldn't recommend that. But just reading anything will stimulate words coming into your mind. And it is weird. It's kind of like an opening up of a dam, and then your thoughts will happen more easily. It happens for me. So if I get stuck, then I'll just open up a book and just start reading just for a few minutes, and then that will give me, my brain starts kicking in, and that will get me going on what I'm supposed to be writing next. And when I'm super, super stuck on something, might be a plot point that I just can't get to, can't figure out, I'm stumped, been stumped for days. The best thing you could do is to get away from that computer screen and get out. Just go away from it and get outside. Or it doesn't have to be outside, it can just be in the shower. Your mind will start thinking. Take a drive, go for a walk, and my favorite is to go for a run. Most every picture book that I've ever plotted out happened on a run. Now, I might have gotten my ideas elsewhere, but when I'm plotting it, trying to figure out the whole arc, going for a run, a 5-mile run will do it. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour for me to plot out a picture book. Now, it doesn't all get that way in the end, but it does help you just to get out there and let your mind think. Meditate, do anything that allows your mind to have full reign and creative freedom instead of being stuck looking at a screen. Okay, now if you want to know a little bit more about word counts, I have a viewer question that has come into me. And I just want to let you know that I love having questions and answering any questions you guys might have. So if you'd like a question answered, just comment down below and I'll be happy to share any information that I have for you. And if you have any kind of writing tips, writing hacks yourself that helps you get out of a writing slump, comment down below and let us know what you do. All right, this is from Carmen Miller, and she asks, can your word count be higher if you're writing an informational fiction book? It's hard to add facts throughout a fictional story and have to worry about word count. I know, I get that. And all of my math adventure stories run around 1,000 words. I try to get them under 1,000 words because it's a long, story if it's over, say, 600, 700 words. So you want to keep it down, but I think I have that wiggle room because I already have my publisher and they're fine with those word counts. I would just try to tackle as many words as you can, try to get rid of them. I think there is a little wiggle room if you're doing an informational book. If you're wondering why your manuscripts keep getting rejected, check out my video up here about the picture book writing mistakes. And I've picked out a special video just for you right here.